change my picture.
All right, we should be rolling. Let me double check. Yes, we're rolling. Okay. Hello and welcome to the first session of the Mental Clinic podcast. I'm your host, Cursed by Ghosts, also known as Logan. With me joining today is my brother, Essential Vibes, also known as Zach. Say hi, Zach.
Hi.
And also joining me is my friend Kachowski, also known as Mike. Say hi, Mike.
What's up?
All right. So the way this is going to work, since this is episode 1, obviously we have to set up introductions and how we want this to run. This will be a hopefully weekly podcast of about 30 minutes to an hour, give or take, where we just talk about stuff that's on our minds, stuff that's been going on in our lives recently, or just topics we find interesting, or sometimes all of the above. As for where you can find this, hopefully it'll be on Spotify soon. I'm probably just going to upload it to YouTube for a good while, and you can find it there. You guys got anything to add to that or anything?
No, just hopefully we can get it on Spotify. That'd be pretty sick.
Yeah, that'd be pretty dope.
That would be awesome.
Had to look into it. Honestly, that would be kind of cool. I was looking. Well, I won't get into it yet, but
no, you can get into it. Yeah.
No, I was just gonna say I was looking like what the terms of service and stuff were for Spotify.
So say by all means anything to fill out the time.
Jeez, but no, they have so many different podcasts on there. I don't see why ours wouldn't be on there.
Oh yeah, no, yeah, ours should be able to fly.
I literally see like so many when I open Spotify, so I'm just like, dang.
It's a good way to put it. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, he's not wrong. There's so many over there.
Yeah. I'm gonna move my mic a little bit. There we go. Okay.
I'm just getting all up in my ear. Damn.
Is it bad or are we good?
No, it's fine.
Okay. Hopefully the quality will improve as we go, and obviously we'll get better with talking, and having more to say as we go. But for now, this is what we got going on.
I mean, I got plenty to say, but I'm saving it.
Well, it's more of we gotta have some topics to talk about.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Y'all got anything?
Topic wise, not really. I mean,
well, I think there is one elephant in the room.
What?
A certain
his name is Kachowski.
No, a certain young man's birthday. Yeah, it's
nutted over there.
No,
it's happy birthday, my boy. Central.
Happy birthday to the man.
Zach, yeah. Woo. Yeah, baby. Oh, also, we have a Twitter for this as well. For this podcast,
we do. Okay, I didn't know that.
How'd you not know that? I sent you guys the login. Where we'll post in between podcasts like thoughts, like if the Pentagon gets hit or something.
I got it.
You'll get our thoughts.
You'll get our up to date live commentary.
Yeah. Also, like updates about.
Yeah, you'll get a video of me going over to Logan's house and just screaming that they hit the Pentagon in his ear.
You'll get that classic image where it's the two Wojaks just pointing at the TV.
Mom, look, they hit the Pentagon.
Okay, we probably shouldn't joke about that.
Probably not.
I don't even. Okay. But yeah. So I forgot what I was talking about. Oh yeah, the Twitter. So yeah, I will link that.
A TikTok for it?
Probably not until it picks up some steam. I'm trying to keep it because I was gonna make a YouTube, an Instagram, a TikTok, a Twitter, but I was like, honestly, what the heck would I put on Instagram? It's not a visual.
Not.
Yeah. So probably TikTok would be good once we get like some clips. But for right now, it's just going to be a Twitter and a YouTube, which will be linked wherever you find this. I'm assuming some of you are going to find it on Facebook when I make a post about it. I will not be making a Facebook page because if you don't know this about me, you will now. I hate Facebook. Like if Facebook was a physical person, I would.
The way Hitler hates Jews.
I wouldn't have said that, but
Jesus.
that'll probably have to be censored. But
We'll be fine.
yeah, if Facebook was a physical person, I would be the
Well,
Dr. Robotnik to that Sonic. That would be. I am. Except I'm in the right because everyone hates Facebook.
Logan, Facebook is a person. It's literally Mark Zuckerberg.
Right, bro.
I mean,
Yeah,
last time we looked into the. I wouldn't be surprised. Last time I looked into the metaverse, I would not be surprised if they just made Facebook a person in the metaverse, just wandering around.
Oh my gosh.
The living, breathing organism.
I wouldn't say living or breathing, but yeah.
My name is Facebook Meta.
My name is Facebook trademark by Meta trademark. The only thing I like that Zuckerberg has created, bought, or stole is Instagram. That's it, and I hate Instagram too. So
The thing I like that Mark Zuckerberg was in is the
by the
NPC astronaut video.
I like that one video where he's in his backyard and he's like, I like barbecuing or whatever. Have you guys seen the new update with Instagram with the new interactive photos thing that they're doing?
No.
You haven't seen that? Okay, so
I have seen something on Facebook I am not so fond of, but yeah, go ahead.
So when I opened Instagram after it updated, it was one of your pictures, Mike, and I went to scroll like a normal person would.
Mm-hmm.
It started out normal, and then when I hit the photo to scroll, like the top bar broke away and the photo got larger so I could see it, and then it just stuck there.
Jeez.
Like I had to scroll like twice just to get it to scroll. I hate it. Like on the one hand, it's cool because I can get like a closer look at the photo without having to sacrifice quality. On the other hand, I hate it.
Dude, Facebook. So on the same crux, Facebook did some shit where they basically changed they're like if you posted like a photo, the description would always be above it, and it looks so awful now. They moved it below the picture. It looks so.
But
weird.
like the caption.
Yeah, like it's.
I don't know. That's kind of normal.
I mean, yeah, but it's like
I
they
guess
changed
for
it.
Facebook,
You know,
yeah.
it's just like ugh.
Oh, you know what? I was on TikTok last night looking at some of my old memes, and I looked at I watched the Mr. Krabs Crown Wins video like 5 times in a row. I love that video, man. It's so good.
Jeez.
It's because I made that video with Molly earlier where I like pet her and talking to Mr. Krabs' my Mr. Krabs impression, and it's honestly I love doing Mr. Krabs' voice. It's so fun. In the gaming side of things, for anyone that's interested in that, I am so hyped to play Stray.
I saw like one.
I've seen some things about that.
It's the funny cat game.
I've seen like one clip of that, and it looks really good.
It does. It looks really cool because for one thing, it's like a serious. It's got a serious dark world, and on the other hand, you're a cat, so you can do things like push stuff over, rub up against like people's legs, meow on command. There's a meow button.
Actually, just go to the bathroom wherever you want.
I don't think that's a gameplay feature, but we'll see. Yeah, we'll see.
Oh, come on.
I think it's a puzzle platformer.
Yeah, you gotta stream
if I remember
that.
correctly. It would be fun to stream. I'm hyped about playing that. Also, you remember that 2K WWE game that we wanted to play, Mike?
Mm-hmm.
Well, turns out the PS4 edition has a game trial, and I downloaded the game, or at least I got the trial going. So we could. I'll figure out how to get my Nostalgia Critic, and we can tussle it about.
Dude, I would love.
You should be able to download it too, Zach. Actually, if you have the space, because it's a game trial. You have game trials for your thing.
Yeah, I think I have space.
I would love to go and get a PlayStation 2 and like do a serious like recording session on some of the old games I used to play, man.
Oh, yeah.
Oh my lord.
Well, Video Game World has a. Oh, sorry, Zach.
Go ahead.
Video Game World has I don't know if they have any PS2s, but they have games, PS2 games.
Oh yeah, I know they have
Ton.
games because the last time, what did we go to Vegas? I don't remember.
I think me and you went one time.
Yeah, I think we went there one time, and I was looking through. I was
They
like,
moved
man,
though
they do
since.
have a lot.
Oh, they've got a lot more now in their new location. I haven't been to the one in. Is it in Mills or is it in or Carolina?
I'm not too sure.
It's in one of the malls. They have that location, and then they have the one on Church Street. I go to the one on Church Street because nobody goes to the mall unless they're wanting to die. So, oh, but speaking of the mall, there is a restaurant over there I want to try. It's like I don't remember what it was called, but it's near CGI Fridays. It's not Bonefish. I'll have to go over there and look on the map and look and see what it was. But it looked really good. It looked expensive, but really, really good.
Yeah.
So I want to try that. But yeah,
I really want to try that Korean restaurant I sent you the other day.
Oh yeah, that looked good. I don't know if I'm gonna. It's gonna be a while before I go back to a Korean barbecue place. I think after what it did to me, but yeah.
Dude, Patrick stuffed us full that day.
He freaking did. I mean, for $50 each, yeah, we better get our money.
You kind of got to, but like, good God, dude!
Oh yeah, we were already like, we were already like full by the time he got there, and he's like, "Here, try this, try this." I was like,
and then I got in the car, and then after I dropped y'all off, I was like, "Yo, I am full."
I felt like fine until the second until we got in the car to head home, and then the second I got home, Mount Fiji.
Oh my god.
And then after that, I got out of the. I washed up, got out, and I was like, "Man, I feel pretty all right."
And then it just rinsed and repeated.
No, I was fine. I think I got like constipated for like the next couple of days, but that's to be expected because I ate like so much meat.
Dude, we ate too much. I'm about to do it again here soon too because I'm going down there.
I'd say pace yourself this time.
Oh, I'm gonna starve this. I'm starving myself before I go. What you mean?
I will be like a stick.
Dude, I'm going to. I mean, I'm gonna like light snack, but like other than that, I am gonna starve I'm getting every bit of that $50.
Well, I've been drinking a lot more water lately, and I can definitely tell that there's a bit of a difference. Also, because I dropped down from like I think 330 or 40 to 327, so that's pretty awesome. And I've been drinking, I've been drinking a lot more regular water, a lot more flavored water. I also found out that sugar-free Pepsis taste pretty much the same as a regular Pepsi. Because normally I don't hate sugar-free. I'll drink it. It's not. I prefer the regular soda, but I'll drink a sugar-free. But there's always like some kind of weird aftertaste to a sugar-free. I've noticed it with Mountain Dew and Cheer Wine. I didn't really care for the Cheer Wine, but I drank a sugar-free Pepsi. And I was like, that actually just tastes like Pepsi. Like, the sugar-free is still kind of there, but it mostly tastes like a Pepsi.
Yeah.
Like,
sugar-free Cheer Wine just sounds like a hate crime.
It's better than Diet. Oh, God, it's so much better than Diet. I do not do Diet.
Dude, that Diet soda is even worse for you, though, because like they add
so bad.
Other crap in there.
Well, the problem is, whoever came up with diet soda is an actual evil genius, because what they did was they marketed it as great for you until everyone was hooked, and then they rug pulled, and now everyone who likes it is just Stockholmed into drinking it.
They did the same thing with vapes.
Yeah.
They said it's not addictive and it lowers stress, but that's the opposite.
Complete lies.
Yeah.
Like, it's better for you it's better for people with cigarette addiction, but like if you're not smoking, then no, it's honestly it's not good at all.
Yeah.
Also has high levels of nicotine, contrary to popular beliefs.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Isn't it like, don't you get like more of a pure nicotine thing anyways because it's just the way vapes work?
Oh, vape. I have no clue.
I don't know either. I don't vape.
Didn't you used to? Really? I thought you did
no.
for a little bit.
No, it's been cigarettes.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay, well. Stop that.
So I don't smoke. I don't smoke all the time.
But when I do, I use Marlboro.
sponsor. Just
No.
like a random plug in the middle of this.
God, no. No. I would not take a cigarette sponsor. If I was going to take a
Oh,
sponsor, it'd be
gosh.
something for I could actually use or consume.
Like Manscaped. No, but no, I can go like cigarettes for me are not addicting. Like I can
You
go
say.
without them. No, I can. Like I can actually just like go 3-4 days without one. However, there are days at work that are really
Fourth day, I
freaking
can't
stressful.
make
Yeah.
What, smoking calms you down?
It's weird, bro. Like there was one day I was super like I felt out of it. And like I hadn't like a week? But I felt fine the whole week. But like that last day, it was just a super like stressful day, and then like other stuff going on outside of work. And
Yeah.
once I had one cigarette, I like perked up. I was like, "What the?"
Are you
I
fiddling
guess
with
there's
what? Are you fiddling with like a slap bracelet? What are you doing?
no why?
I don't know. I just heard like some paper or plastic rustling in the background.
Oh no, sorry.
Okay. Sorry, but yeah, continue.
No, it's just like I don't know. I've been trying to get well, I don't know if I should say the person that I'm talking to,
Yeah.
trying to get her to stop smoking, and it's been a challenge.
Yeah.
Because I mean, a lot of people use that stuff for
Oh,
anxiety
yeah,
and
yeah.
whatever.
No, I get
I
it.
feel like it's
I mean, if it was that easy, it wouldn't be a business.
no, yeah, exactly. But no, it's just like a weird balance. I've just been trying to be there for
Yeah.
That's why like I've been kind of distant. Just like there was one night, dude. Oh my god, that night. That's when we were playing the
Fortnite.
pit. Yeah,
Yeah.
when we were playing the pit with Patrick.
Mm,
Bro,
Yeah, we carried your
oh
stream.
my gosh.
you really
Oh my
did,
gosh.
bro.
It was something.
Yeah, she all right?
She's a good. It's just
Okay.
stuff going on, you know.
Yeah. No. Yeah.
But anyway, back to our sponsor, Rage.
God, don't say that. I don't think we can actually say that.
Why not?
I don't know how sponsor. Because I know that if you
Well,
are.
look, we'll just submit this to Raid, and
No,
then
we're not being sponsored by Raid. I'm not downloading Raid. I don't need another big giganormous.
Well, there goes our
16 gig app.
sponsorship. Come on.
I already have Dokkan. I don't need another giganormous app on my phone. Dokkan's like 10 gigs.
What do you guys want to be sponsored by?
Oh, that's a good question.
Honestly, for this,
Any food, honestly.
well, no,
No, I'm just in general. For
If-
anything,
if we're
right?
talking about just like purely this podcast, it would be beneficial if it was like BetterHelp or not BetterHelp, but like there's
Oh,
other
yes.
other
Yeah.
places like that, you know.
I want
I'm
it.
talking about just like anything.
Yeah.
Like,
Well, it'd be cool if this
Honestly, a Razor sponsorship would be freaking amazing.
what kind of razor? Like hair care razor or like
computer.
oh, computer razor. Okay. I hate
Yeah.
razor. I don't hate
I
razor.
mean-
I'm just really like
Hey, Kachowski doesn't hate Razor. You can sponsor him.
but no. I don't know how sponsor joking can work because I know
I'm not too sure.
I know on YouTube if you are sponsored you have to mention it.
Oh yeah,
Like,
it has
or
to
it
be,
goes
like,
against
in the
Toss.
thing. Yeah.
So I don't know if you can actually
no-
joke. I'm
so-
sure you can, but I don't know how deep you can go with joking about it.
So to clear the air, we are not sponsored.
Yeah, no, this is literally session 1. We're just a couple of goofballs on Discord.
Yeah, exactly.
Emphasis on balls because we are all round.
Dang.
Okay, look, I'm sorry. I'm just saying we're all built like the red Target balls outside of Target.
Jeez.
I don't know about that one, boss.
Yeah, no, that's. I want to steal one of those one day.
I would
Who
like
you
to
wanna
see
be
you try.
sponsored by, Logan?
Yeah, drill 3 big holes in it, make it a giant bowling ball.
Gosh.
Knock like Glenn and the squad over when they're not looking.
Who would you want to be sponsored by, Logan?
That's a good question. Honestly, any like upcoming games, that would be cool. Game companies would be cool, except the big ones like Nintendo and Sony and all that, because honestly, they're scum.
Oh gosh.
Not to say I wouldn't take it, but Nintendo has been on a little bit of a villainous streak as of late.
Kachowski does not associate with these.
No, dude, you gotta look this in the eye. You can't just brush it under the rug. Nintendo has become such a scummy company as of late. I guess I can't even say as of late. Since like 2015, they have started a decline.
Mm-hmm. No, yeah, they definitely have gotten a little bit.
Like they used to be,
shall we say,
evil.
Yeah.
But that just goes to reinforce the lesson that companies are not your friend. No matter how many times they change their icons to rainbows for June, they don't care.
Yeah, or they black out their profile pictures.
I remember that movement.
Mm-hmm.
Oh man,
I can't believe Glenn posted that picture.
What wasn't it? Just like a blank thing?
Mm-hmm.
Well, what do you mean you can't believe that he posted that? That's completely normal.
I don't know. That whole thing kind of just seemed like,
yeah.
Ooh, look at me, Yeah.
I was gonna post it, but at the same time, I was like, wait a minute. It doesn't really matter if I do or not. I'm like a young aged fat white kid who's gonna care.
Not just that, but like if
also
people that you
thing.
associate, well, that's what I'm saying. Like the people you associate with should already know this about you.
Yeah,
you shouldn't have to put it out online and say, "Oh,
although
look at me, I support it."
Although some of the stuff we've said as jokes, especially me, I have made a lot of mistakes.
Oh well, yeah. I mean, everybody has.
When it comes to the funny side of racism
down the highway.
And like that time I went to Jersey. I'm kidding.
What happened in Jersey, man?
You're just setting up cutaways over there.
I hate Jersey. I've talked about it with everyone pretty much in length. I hate Jersey. I don't like New Jersey. It sucked. Don't freaking mute, Mike. Not in the middle of this. Come on now. Don't answer. Bruh, don't. Oh my god. But yeah, no, I hate Jersey. That trip up to Jersey was such a actual slog. Because, like, we started out high spirits in the morning, like early morning, right? It was me, Glenn, and Curtis. And we were headed up to Jersey to get this lofty fella, Mike, right? So we all pile into Glenn's freaking Jeep, his beat up, goofy Jeep. And I believe I was in the front on the way there. Maybe. I don't really remember, honestly. But on the way, going up was fine until we get to about mid-afternoon. We're getting closer to Jersey, and already we're kind of wore out. And we still got like a couple, like at least 2 hours to go, I think. Because by the time we got there, it was like 9. I'm pretty sure. It was late. So we're getting to Jersey, and I think we're on like the outside. We're leaving like Pennsylvania.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're leaving Pennsylvania, and we come up against the Jersey Turnpike. And that is the first time I have ever seen so many concrete roads in the same area, and it was disgusting. I hated it. And we got scammed too, because his GPS was saying use this lane to merge onto I-80 whatever, right? Little did we know we were taking the express lane, and since you either go through the regular toll booth lane, that's how you have to go, unless you have like the express, I don't know, dash pass or whatever it's called. I don't know what it's called.
I think it's called Easy Pass.
Yeah, Easy Pass. If you have the Easy Pass, you can just go the way we went, and it'll be like, all right, you're all good. But no, we didn't know that, and the GPS made no mention of it. So Glenn's just, trucking along, we're having a good time, and then we realize our mistake. They took a picture of his license plate and mailed him a bill. I don't know what it was.
That shit was probably expensive as fuck, too.
They clapped us. That GPS clapped us. And then, So that's awful. We finally get to Jersey. It's already like I think 8 or something, and so it's starting to get dark because it was towards winter. I believe late fall when we went.
It was like February.
Yeah. Well, then it's not fall then. Yeah. And we so it's cold. We get to Goofy Mike's house, and he's like coming out with his stuff. And so we have to pile all of Mike's belongings into the back. That takes about, an hour? Because we had to figure out.
No, it only took like 25 minutes.
Oh, it felt like an hour because we were all standing out in the cold and we had a Jenga fit and crap in there, and then we all had to pile back into there.
Yeah.
And then, so you say your goodbyes, I guess. You leave the pipe bomb in the mailbox, and then
I did too. I left a note on the back door that like it was like I don't even remember what I wrote.
And then we all pile back into Glenn's Jeep, and we're all worn out, cold, tired, hungry, and they're all like, Glenn is like, let's stop at Taco Bell. And now everyone that knows me knows my stomach is volatile at best.
Oh, I remember this Snapchat too.
So we go to the Taco Bell, and I had warned them on the way. I said, Glenn, please can we not stop at anywhere but Taco Bell and McDonald's, because if we eat at Taco Bell, you guys will regret it. Because I like Taco Bell. I'm fine with Taco Bell. It's just it don't like me. So, but they're dead set on Taco Bell. So we get to Taco Bell. I don't even remember what I ordered. I think I ordered like 2 tacos and a chalupa or something like that. And we're eating, having a good time. I'm eating. It's all good. We're all good. We're hanging out. We're chilling. We're vibing. We leave. We're like, okay. We drive, I think, for like maybe 30 minutes or something. And then we stop at a hotel. I don't remember what brand. I think it was probably like a Best Western or some crap. Or hotel or whatever. And we got our hotel. It was actually surprisingly cheap, too, for like one night, 4 people. Because it was a 2-bed hotel. 2-bed room. Anyways, so we get in there, and like the second we get in there, I'm like, oh god. And so I looked at everybody. I was like, does anyone need to use the bathroom? And Glenn quickly comes out. I'm like, all right, I'll see you guys. And I go in there. I will never ever go to the bathroom around them again. Because for one, I know hotel walls are thin.
Dude, they're so thin.
Yeah, so like every groan, every movement, everything was heard. And those jokers, those goofy sons of a... they just in there making Snapchats, laughing at me having actual problems because of Taco Bell. I get out, and they're like, they are just laughing on me, harping on me about this, and I'm like, I was like, I warned you guys this would happen.
And then I could find it. And, oh my god.
And then I went to take a bath because I was like, I smell like crap, and I want to be clean. Now I take showers and I like to tub soak as well, because for one, it helps with my swelling on my legs and stuff. And I like just sitting in hot water. And I was just sitting in there, and I maybe was in there like 15 minutes or something. And Glenn just starts like banging. He's like, "Dude, it's like how long are you gonna stay in there, man?" I'm like, "Why? Has anyone got to go?" He's like, "Well, no, it's just you've been in there in a while." I was like, "It's been 15 minutes. Let me soak. I'm cold."
So I don't have the snap because there was a clip. I have a clip on. I think it's on my other phone of Glenn basically like, I don't even know how to explain this.
Oh,
like slapping his ass cheeks together. He had clothes on, dang it.
Went ultra baboon style.
But in that clip, you hear Logan like, I don't know if like you had groaned or if like we heard the shit hit the fucking toilet. But it was so funny. I do have a snap from when you got in the car though.
Oh, that's not even like one of my worst. That was like a mild movement too. It's like that's not even like one of the worst things I've ever had to.
Should I play it?
No, it'll sound terrible. You could probably send it to me and we'll put it in or something. I don't know.
Yeah.
But yeah. Okay, so but then I'll tell you what. As many times as people have like crapped on hotel beds, I have never had a bad hotel but sleep. I have always slept great in hotels.
Mm-hmm.
And that night was no exception. Because after all that, I went and got me a root beer from the vending machine down the hall. I took a couple sips and then just went right to sleep.
It's funny. I'm looking at that snap too.
Oh, nice.
of you drinking the freaking root beer.
Oh yeah, why did they make a snap of that? I was literally just sitting there vibing, listening to music, drinking some root beer.
When you were sitting there, you just held the root beer at your face and didn't sip at all. You were just sitting there for like 3 minutes.
I was tired, man. Yeah, I mean, yeah. And then after that, the next morning we had the continental breakfast. Good breakfast, by the way. That was really good. Then we piled back into the stank machine. I had to sit in the back this time, and I'll tell you what, that was awful. Because my knees.
Well, you were in the back when I got in there.
I don't know. Okay, well maybe
Oh,
I was.
No, you weren't. No, you weren't. Because Curtis was in the back.
Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah, because you were.
Yeah.
I think at the time I was like, I'll let Mike sit up front because
Well, because Curtis was. I remember Curtis vlogging. He has the vlog of that whole trip. So do I.
Oh,
Like,
really?
I have
Okay,
like
cool.
the footage from it, but I never uploaded it.
we should upload a montage with that song from the first Ice Age.
I used the song. I don't remember what song I used. Though.
But yeah, so next time that happens, we have to make sure that seat is pulled up because my legs were crushed.
I mean,
Like
so were mine.
destroyed. Yeah, I mean honestly, yeah, his car just kind of stinky, but I guess a vehicle's a
I like
vehicle.
my
His
car.
car had been like a refrigerator.
I was gonna say that's why I like my car.
But
Say
well,
what
it's
you will.
because also it's just because I'm like, in our friend group, I'm not the tallest, but I'm on the taller side. I'm like 5'10" something, almost 5'11". So my legs, they're a little long, and it's just, my knees were crushed that entire trip, and it's like a good couple hours. How many hours? How many hours was it back? Was it? Do you remember?
8.5.
8.5. Okay, so it was an 8.5 hour trip back, and we're driving back, and a couple times I fell asleep because there's nothing to do, and I'm not gonna like play on my phone or anything like that because I get car sick easily, especially in the back seat. So I was like, I'll just sleep. Now I didn't have any support for my head or anything. The first time I fell asleep, I think my head was like against the seatbelt or against the window. The second time I fell asleep, no, my head was just free roaming. And I was not awake for this, but I remember Glenn and them telling me about this. He, do you remember the specifics of like him almost getting run off the road? Do you remember?
I don't remember getting run off the road. I remember him like totally like ignoring the signs to keep on 85, and he ended up on business 85 going
God.
he was going well, he drives like a freaking, well, he used to anyway. I don't know if he still does.
He had a
But
left
he used
foot.
to drive like a maniac.
Yeah.
Boy, he used to you remember when we got to Waffle House that day?
Dude parks like it's GTA.
He just said I.
But I think somebody, like, he crossed somebody or something, I don't know, and they tried to, like, it was just road rage.
Yeah.
And when that happened, I wasn't awake for this, but they were telling me that after the fact that my head just went in 18 different directions at once. Like my neck just went wacky. Thank God I had a bunch of padding and like neck fat to keep it all, in there. Because if I had like a regular neck, I guarantee you, I probably would have sustained some damage.
Yeah.
I remember we stopped at a gas station too on the way back, and this gas station was like in the middle of
so
nowhere.
Run down.
There was
I'm surprised we
nothing.
didn't die. I'm surprised we didn't die.
And you know what you want to know what we bought? We get out, he pumps some gas, and we go inside. I think I buy me some jerky or something. These goofy boys buy a whole or maybe we bought it beforehand. I don't know. We somehow had like a whole cheese ball container, like the big gallon jug thing of that, and they were just sitting there going, I'm just chumping on that thing the whole way home, and I'm just sitting there like, my God.
Yeah.
But yeah, and I'll tell you what, when we got to that Waffle House, I have never in my life
Been so
until that moment, up until that moment, I had never in my life been so happy to see a Waffle House, because we were back home in Concord, doxing ourselves, I guess, but whatever, in Concord, at the Waffle House, and the second I got out of that car, oh, God, I must have gained like 3 inches of height, because, like, I stepped out of that thing like Michael Jordan steps out of a car. He, like, complete legs first.
And then proceeded to go sit back down again in the Waffle House.
Well, I'm a sitter. I sit, but yeah. Well, there's a difference between sitting in a Waffle House where you can move and sitting in a sardine can where my legs were literally in my ears. So,
Yeah, that's true.
but like the second I got out of that car, everything like cracked and popped. I was like, oh.
That's so funny.
Waffle
Yeah,
House. Like as much as people crap on Waffle House that don't really go to it, Waffle House has always been like a beacon in the night for me.
oh yeah.
Because when I was, aside from that experience, when I was doing bell ringing for the Salvation Army, there I did a couple times at the Big Lots over there at the Village, and then a couple times at the Walmart Supercenter, and then a couple times at the Food Lion over near the Walmart Marketplace, which is what I meant to say. And there's a Waffle House at all those locations, and that experience nearly killed me. Honestly, I do not do well with physical stuff, and that really was hard on me. And whenever it was lunchtime, or time for me to take my lunch break, Waffle House was just like right within walking distance. I had the cash because of my grandma. She was like, "Here, take some cash for lunch, sweetie." And I was like, "Thank you." And rest in peace. And she, she would give me some cash in case, I got hungry or if I just needed cash for whatever reason. And I would go to Waffle House and I would get me some the Texas bacon patty melt. Oh God, man, I love Waffle House. Bless Waffle House. That I would love to be sponsored by Waffle House, although I don't think it's in their budget.
What you mean it's not in their budget? They got like 64 Waffle Houses in the same.
Yeah,
like,
and look at the state of all
area.
of them.
I mean, well, that's just because it's Waffle House.
I guess that's their image.
It is, bro. Like anytime you go to a Waffle House, you know something's going down.
Yeah.
If the cook isn't smoking a cigarette behind the counter, there's something.
That's not a Waffle House. That's a front. That reminds me of the Waffle House I built in Minecraft. I still love that I was able to almost perfectly replicate a Taco Bell with only 2 reference images. That's funny. That's one of my greatest gaming achievements. It's the Taco Bell in Minecraft. Y'all got anything to bring up? I guess.
I mean, not really. I mean,
dang.
Just looking forward to continuing this.
Yeah, awesome. Yeah, once we get it rolling, it's like, it's easier to. I guess it's because artificial conversations are really hard to keep up. So, but like once you get rolling into like an actual genuine conversation, it's easier to talk. I guess I should also get into some other stuff. So, more plans for this. I wanna, when we do actually, if this does get a following, I think it would be really cool to like every couple of episodes do like a live streamed episode where we talk to viewers. Or like get topics or like, just like a live episode of it and then like post it later.
You were at home. Yeah.
What say you? Points at the screen. That'd be really cool to do. Obviously, I don't know if I'm gonna do like a whole Discord thing because honestly, I don't know. I'm not good at overall management. I'm only good at like personal management. So like we would have to figure that out, and that's just something that I don't know right now. That'll be later. I want to eventually also have more of our friends on here. So it won't always be us 3. It will always be me, I think. Mostly because I'm like the overall puppet master for this. Not to downplay you guys at all, because I'm not trying to either. But I want to eventually, have like every couple of episodes have like a different cast, just so it gets, we get more points of view and like more flowing. But and I'll see who's down for that. I'll send that out to our little friend group, or if anyone in my family wants to talk about something specific. But yeah, one thing that I don't really want to get into much on here is politics, but I'm sure that will come up.
I mean, yeah, politics is just kind of hard to stray away from sometimes.
Yeah, especially with how awful things are going.
Depends on who you bring on here.
Yeah, and obviously, like, I'll put like the topics that we cover in the description, and there'll be obviously like an obvious title. It's like, hey, if this is like the episode where we talk about I don't know, Elon Musk going to
It
space.
would be
kind of
cool
It'll be in the,
if it was. It'd be kind of cool if this became like a open mic kind of thing where like you can like say, okay, you said you're gonna put topics like in the in the info for
we can
hosting,
talk
right?
about anything. I just
Well,
want to have like general topics set beforehand.
well,
So that
no.
way we don't.
I meant like say okay, let's say we added Patrick, Glenn, and whoever else into the server,
Yeah.
and you say you put that in there as an announcement, and then like Curtis is like, man, I want to talk about that.
Oh
you know?
yeah. It'd be like,
That'd be
who wants to
cool.
be involved? And like, yeah.
Yeah.
God, I did not talk.
You can use reaction roles for that, I guess.
Yeah, reactions and emojis and all that. I've got to figure out how to get all that set up. But for right now, this is what's going on.
I know how to set it up.
Oh, okay. Well, we can look at it later. And anyone that I do add will probably go into the guest roles. I don't know if y'all saw that, but there's hosts and then there's guest hosts. Hosts is just gonna always be us three. That's it. But everyone else will be falling under guest host unless it become like an actual integrated part of it.
Okay.
And I've already got like the permissions set up, so like nobody but host can use in session. And I'll add guest hosts to this later, or I'll add I'll figure it out.
I was gonna say, can you just like make it so that we can move people?
Yeah, we can move people.
So you can like.
Yeah, like I could rip somebody. I could rip Zach to room 1 right now.
Yeah.
But
why would you do that?
no, I'm not gonna. It would mess up the flow. But I'm actually really excited about this, and I hope it. Regardless of how good this does, what I need to focus on for this is just being consistent about actually doing it. That's my biggest problem. Is I'll start stuff and then I just drop it.
Mm-hmm.
So I need to stay consistent about this. Stay on it. Don't get lazy.
Do my best to remind you every week.
Yeah, and I do want our recording sessions to be on Wednesdays, and I'm gonna say now that I will try to have every new session out by Saturday for everyone to listen to, and on Twitter I'll drop when there's a new episode, or if you guys hit the subscribe and the little bell, you'll know. But yeah, it's whatever. Yeah. I'm assuming most of the people that will start listening to this, because I've already mentioned it to a couple of people in our family, they're not really YouTube savvy, technologically literate. I'm not gonna say they're not, because Mom uses her laptop all the time. Although I don't know what I know she's on Facebook a lot. I see that blue and white. Which
the ominous blue and white.
the ominous blue, the crystal blue. But. Yeah. Speaking of which, they were on vacation recently, and they came back with some really nice photos. Yeah, they got to go to a beach that has wild horses on it, so they got to watch wild horses just roam around on the beach and do their horse thing, and they got some really nice photos of that. I think they actually got to ride a couple other horses too. I could be wrong. Something wacky happened though. So my stepdad, I don't know if he contracted either a stomach bug or got overheated. It's one of the two. But they were trying to set up their tent. They're trying to set up their tent, and he got way overheated and actually sick. So they were headed home, and they stopped at a Waffle House. And it was that's when that big storm came through here, and it was pouring rain. And I think their window got stuck or something or another. They had to get into the car, and Doug was trying to push the lock or something through the window because the window was slightly cracked, and that thing shattered.
Oh,
it completely shattered. Yeah. Gonzo. I took a look at it later, and I was like, oh. So they had to cover it up and then get home. They waited for hours too. They got there around 3 or something, and they waited for a couple hours for AAA or whatever to get there, and they never showed up. And then so they called them, and they're like, "Oh well, the earliest we can get there is 7 p.m." And then so they're just like, "All right." So they just covered up and went back home. But apparently also they have roadside assistance with State Farm that they could have used that they didn't know until after. But it's it's crazy. And we've been getting a lot of rain recently.
Yeah, it's just how the atmosphere is. Yeah.
Yeah, it's because it's so hot. So it the more heat we have, obviously the faster the water cycle works, and we have a lot of thunderstorms. And poor Molly, man, our dog. I remember when they were on vacation, Zach put her in my room, or I had her in here or something. Something other. She was in my room, and then it started storming. And the second it did, oh man, she was shaking. Oh, poor baby girl. She was shaking and like, like if she could cry, I'm sure she would. Uh, um,
Yeah, probably. And she won.
yeah. She got out the other day. I didn't tell you about this. I didn't like. I don't think I got to tell you like over voice, Mike. But she got out. My aunt came over to take me to Charlotte, and our door, we have like the regular door and then like a screen door.
Mm-hmm.
And the screen door, I guess, whenever it gets too hot, somehow or another, it like lowers a little bit and it gets caught on the deck. So instead of automatically closing, there was like a crack where the door didn't close, right?
Yeah.
And guess who took that as their opportunity to bolt?
Jeez.
Yep.
I said enough of y'all.
Yeah, she got out, and I had to chase after her. And now I cannot run. I have no endurance. So I was trying to like walk after her, and I kept walking after, like power walking after her, calling her name, telling her to come on back, get over here, snapping my fingers, all that. She would just like, she would go a couple yards from me, look at me, sniff around, do whatever she's doing, and the second I get like close, she'll bolt off again. That's how she does it. So she went up. She went up from our house, onto Sunderland, onto the street above us, and she went up and behind the church. And I was like, okay, good, she's behind the church because that has a fence around it. Well, no, it does, but there's like a huge section of it that's just unfenced. And it's like, why? So she gets out again and goes back down, and then goes down Sunderland towards downtown. Not quite all the way down that way, but towards that way. And my aunt pulls up in her car, and we try to get Molly to get into the car, but she just looks at us and runs off. She runs back towards there's like a house above there's like a house on top of the hill that overlooks our road. So she goes behind that house, down the hill, down to the trailer park below us. And so we're trying to get after her. And by this time, I had already fallen once because of some unlevel dirt. And right in front of some people that were trying to point out where the dog was. So that was embarrassing. Thanks for that. And I scraped my arm a little bit. And I was already like winded. I was already done. And
Well, that and you were probably pissed off too.
I'm mad. I'm furious.
Probably wanted to like hug Molly really freaking hard.
No, I would never. I don't think I've ever even like hit her or like booped her or
No,
anything either.
just like,
well, not hit, but like
squeezed,
discipline boop her with like something. I've never done that. I don't think I've
No.
ever done that. Even that one time when she stepped on my eye. But she then runs back towards Doug's house. Goes up onto the neighbor's front porch, and I'm like, oh, thank goodness, because that means she's cornered. I go to like walk up to her, and she immediately does the same thing, right back down the road. And I go to chase her, and this is when I actually start running. The second I start running, my legs give out, and I flop against the neighbor's car. Luckily, I didn't go down, because if I had gone down, I would have like probably lost some teeth on the pavement.
Jesus.
And then she kind of like, I'm like screaming mad at this point. So I go to head back inside and just say, F it, she'll come back when she comes back. And I trip over Doug's trailer thing out in the front yard and just go down. And I'm down for like I'm just lying in the grass for like a minute there.
Jeez.
Luckily I didn't twist any. I'm surprised I didn't break or twist my ankle or anything, but and it's not like I went down and stayed down because of pain. I was just so hot that I had to like just lie there. Like the second I hit
down in the asphalt crying.
No, I was in the grass. Like the second I started going down, everything just left me. Like all the rage, everything just left. My soul almost left my body, and I just laid down in the grass. Luckily, my aunt and the neighbor was there to help me, and I got up, went back inside, sat down, sipped on my water for like 10 minutes, changed, and just went to Charlotte. Luckily, Zach was able to recapture her.
Yeah.
And of course, she just walks up to Zach.
And she just walked up to me.
Of course.
I mean, I had a treat in my
You're
hand.
like, oh, my Daniel.
Well, she would have came back anyways, because for one, it started to storm, and for two,
I think she was tired.
she was tired, yeah. So she would have come back when she was
She
hungry.
didn't try to run. She just pranced up, so I think she was out of
Yeah.
bad enough.
She would have came back, but
I
it's
mean,
like...
I tried to book it as soon as I got her, but...
She was like, oh, no! But,
she
yeah.
took a treat and tried to book it. I was like, oh.
she tried to finesse you.
She didn't.
She had to break your
Didn't count
ankles.
on me grabbing her collar.
And she brought out that pencil and blueprints. Tried to 90s you.
And I brought out the shredder.
Which, by the way, I think something's going on with her. I had her last night, and I noticed that she was like her stomach was making a lot of like gurgling noises, and it's like usually that's fine, but it's like they were really loud for one thing and very frequent. So I was like, okay, that's a little abnormal. And I looked it up, and it's like the what I mostly found from my basic Google search was like, yeah, that means they're usually fine. It just means something's going on in their digestive. Either they're like taking a while to eat, like have something get through there, or I don't know. It's just something with their digestive system. But then I took her out this morning around like 6, and the second I got her out there, she immediately went over to our tall grass and just started eating some grass. Which,
Okay.
well, that's what dogs do when their stomach's upset. I read that a while back.
Really?
Yeah, and I think she tried to go. I don't know. I was doing something on my phone. I don't know if she actually went or not. So I think she probably is a little got something going on with her. So yeah, if she does go inside, don't be too hard on her. That's what I told Mom this morning. But she's been a good girl today.
I took her outside when I woke up.
Oh, okay. Yeah. But yeah, I love my little dog.
I forgot about her.
Yeah, I love my little dog. Our little dog Molly. Our little fox terrier dog Molly. Goofy dog. She's a little goofy. She has her little moments. And what really got on my nerves too is like she had already done something. She had gotten my mom was eating an egg and cheese sandwich or something like that. And she had like a bite left of it, and she had set the sandwich down on her plate, and she's sitting on the couch with this, and Molly's right next to her, but usually we keep an eye on Molly because she'll like go, like she'll get close to it and try to like sniff and grab it, and we'll be like, and she'll pull back and then try again. But she went to do that, and Mom was picking like a hair off of her plate or something, and that split second, Molly grabbed it, jumped off the couch, ran over to her bed, and just gulped it down.
God.
So already, she was already in a little bit of hot water for that. But she did it right in front of our faces. Right in front of our faces.
Yeah,
She knows better. Yeah, that's like that one time she stole your 2 sandwiches, Zach.
The chips everywhere.
I still love that. You want to tell that real quick?
I yelled at her. I was so mad.
You want to tell that real quick?
Yeah. So like it was late at night. I don't even know what time it was. I left to go. I left. I got the dog. Put the dog in my room. Before I did that, I made 2 sandwiches, and I had the last of the spicy Doritos that I was gonna eat. And I brought the plate in here. I put it on my desk. I let the dog in here for 2 seconds. I went to go pee. I came back. The Doritos were just on the floor. The sandwiches were gone. I was like, yeah, dude. She tried. As soon as I opened the door,
she just put them in her pockets.
Yeah, I mean, as soon as I opened the door, she tried to leave because she knew she did something wrong, bro. I stopped her in her tracks. She was like halfway up the door, and I stopped her with my leg. I grabbed her car. I said, "You get back in here and eat the rest of these chips." I sat there for like, I picked up my chair angrily, and I think I broke it, but I refixed it.
Oh man!
I put my chair in the bed. I sat on the bed. I yelled at her, and I sat there and said, "Eat the chips. Eat them. Eat the chips. You want to be a minute.
Forced eating their chips.
Spicy Doritos at that.
I sat there and yelled at her for 2 minutes to eat the chips, and she never did. So I had to vacuum them up.
God, that's like the one episode.
Look, I let her out, threw her in in his room and just left. I
Dang.
was so mad.
You didn't like
Those were the
actually
last,
throw her, but yeah.
yeah, yeah, I didn't throw her, but those are the last two pieces of like turkey.
Yeah, that was the last bit of sandwich meat we had, aside from like some bologna. So
Because I was livid because that's what I was gonna eat. That was gonna be like my munchies.
that was his dinner, dude.
It really was, and she just consumed it, and just the sheer speed, like I really just went to go pee. That takes like 3 seconds, and I come back and it's all gone. I'm just like, what?
What I don't understand too is like it was up on your desk. How did she even get up that high?
Well, I don't. I guess she jumped up on her hind legs or
I
something.
guess.
The chair was right next to it.
I mean, I've seen her jump up onto the stovetop somehow.
I don't know. I'm assuming she just like jumped up on her hind legs and knocked the plate over.
Yeah, probably.
The plate was on the floor.
Yeah,
too.
she is a bit of a menace.
Yes.
Mm.
Never leaving food in here with her ever again.
Yeah, probably a good idea.
I just didn't like. I don't know. I didn't think she was gonna jump up on the near the desk.
So
and
she saw
get
the
my food in
opportunity
3 seconds.
and let the intrusive thoughts win.
I was literally in and out. Like I don't know. She's on some Godspeed.
Yeah, that reminds me of the one time I had made some tuna melts, and I was sitting there. I was sitting on the couch with a TV tray, and I had like a bite of it left in my hand, right? And I guess I had just like spaced out or zoned out, and my hand was next to my leg. And if she did not walk up and just grab it and walk off, and I didn't even realize until I saw her sitting down eating it. And I was like, oh. Yeah, she got it. Yeah, you gotta watch her. I mean, she'll take it if you're not looking.
That's not the first time she's eaten food right off of my plate in front of her. She did that a while ago too.
If you let her, she'll do it. I remember I literally had my hands on my plate. I was eating a turkey drumstick. I had my hands on the plate, and it was like it's a drumstick, so the bone, it's got like a long bone, right? The bone was slightly off the plate and kind of slightly off the tray, so it's like just suspended in air a little bit. And she's just sitting there looking at it, and she does like that side look that dogs do, and she tries to like, she's just sitting there licking the end of the bone, and I'm like, girl, I'm literally touching this thing. You do not have the guts. Stop.
She did.
She's gotten like whole slices of pizza from us before.
Oh my gosh.
She's a menace. Yeah, like I said, if you don't watch it, she will grab it. You gotta watch it. Yeah, that's why you gotta be careful. And I didn't know that dogs couldn't eat bread. But yeah, you're not supposed to feed them bread. So I've fed her bread stuff before. Yeah, they're not supposed to eat bread. It messes with their stomach.
I thought it was. Wow.
Yeah. Like, they can have small stuff, I think, but, like...
I was about to say, I assumed it was okay considering they stuff, like, I don't know.
Yeah, no, they can have, like, small stuff, but, like...
bread or whatever.
Yeah, but, like, really bready stuff, like a pizza, like pizza crust, they obviously can't have, or stuff like that. I remember one time, too, I was in my room with a pack of crackers and some cheese.
4 pieces of white bread. So.
Yeah. And I was making, like, cheese crackers, right? And Molly was, like, in the room. She was in there on the bed with me, and she was, like, sniffing at it, kind of looking at me like, can I have some? So I gave her a cracker, right? I put the cracker up to her snout, and she sniffs it, licks it, and then, like, tries to eat it. She, like, side mouth grabs it, and poor girl, she bit the cracker, couldn't, like, break it, and so she just drops it out of her mouth and looks at me all sad. And I was like, oh. So I broke the cracker into pieces for her to eat. Oh, it was really cute. I love that dog. All right, but I think we've been going a pretty good amount of time. I don't know the actual recording time.
1 minute.
Really?
You can check it
Yeah.
real quick.
Oh wow. So yeah. But that'll do it for the first session. If anyone views this, thank you for joining us. Hopefully we'll be a bit more organized by episode, session, I guess 3. We'll probably take another session or two to get us back into, or to get us into the swing of it. But yeah. Once again,
Stay updated with all the links in the description.
Yes.
For when podcast times are going to be.
Yeah.
And if you want to branch out and follow, I don't know if they're going to be linked, but any of our socials, then
I'll link a couple of our socials. Our social
Yeah,
security
just
numbers.
like I was just gonna say, just put like our whole social security numbers in there. Maybe like the address and then like
Maybe
a
the
couple bank cards in there.
yeah, maybe the numbers on the back of your mom's credit card. um,
Just gonna make it
Your
to
car's
YouTube.
VIN number.
yeah,
Yeah. Okay.
but yeah, so yeah, bye.
Jesus. Thanks for watching.